Imagine a situation so dangerous that the royalty has to run away. Only one word can be used at this moment. Help, or in Portuguese, ajuda. Join me on the exploration of this interesting parish, Ajuda, which was once the last resort for the Portuguese royal family. Hello, welcome to Check-In. In this video series, I'm going to show you everything about Lisbon and its parishes. After watching this one, you can check all the other videos by clicking our playlist tab here on YouTube. You can also watch, get updates, or new content by following us on Instagram.com/LisbonHouseFinder. So stick with me and enjoy this amazing city. Most parishes in Lisbon have their origin with the pilgrims' migration to some holy happening. Ajuda is one of these examples. There's a tale that a preacher had a vision of the Virgin Mary appearing as Our Lady of Ajuda in the crack of a rock. The word spread and many pilgrims came to the area to see and pray at the site of his vision. Soon, a church was needed and one thing led to another. The informal commerce around the pilgrim population and the desire of some pilgrims to live under the protection of Our Lady of Ajuda meant that some houses and business started to appear in the area. 1587 is the year that Ajuda Parish was established. Queen Catarina, wife of King Dom João III, due to her dedication to her faith, managed to relocate the whole royal court to the area. Right after, many important people in the royalty start building their country houses in the region. Even with all this hubbub about it, it took almost 200 years before the real development of the parish occurred. The 1755 earthquake was an impetus. Much of Lisbon, including Ajuda, was destroyed by this huge earthquake. Trying to avoid the danger of a new disaster, King Dom José I moved all the royal family and all its servants to a new facility in Ajuda. It was literally a tent, a royal tent, of course, with all the luxury that the royal family enjoyed at the time. Royal tent is the direct translation to describe the name of the building in Portuguese, Real Barraca. The best translation, though, would be the Royal Wooden Palace. It was a huge ground floor wood building that the king ordered to be built, fearful of living in a stone building again. Unfortunately, this build caught fire and was completely destroyed, leading in the 1795 to the troublesome construction of the Ajuda Palace. The Royal Wooden Palace and later the Ajuda Palace was an important factor to the population increase and the development of the parish. The first construction was rejected, and a new construction started at 1802, which remains as it is nowadays. That's a little bit of the history of this great parish. Now you know a little bit more about Ajuda. Calm streets, steepy hills, trams, churches, elders, kids, and above all of it, the peace that Ajuda brings to anyone that visits it are the main features of this parish. Most of this peace comes from the fact that the majority of the population is in between 25 and 65 years old. A census of 2021 shows that Ajuda has around 14,000 residents, and more than 11,000 are within this age range. So please, keep it quiet. It's understandable that a place that has Monsanto Park, a botanical garden, and a palace would be a great place to enjoy the golden days of anyone's life. But don't forget that Lisbon is a city with hills everywhere, and if there's something that I don't like, it's walking uphill. To avoid that, I always go to the highest point that I can, using the Great Lisbon public transport system, and walk my way down. This technique is perfect to explore Ajuda Parish, since the top part is where the Monsanto Park meets the parish. Speaking of Monsanto, this is the part of the park that holds one of the many Lisbon secrets, the Montes Claros garden, a beautiful garden complex that brings inner peace to its visitors. It's right on top of the parish. But Ajuda also has the young ones around, mostly because of the university facilities in the parish. Coming down from Monsanto, we have the Veterinary Medicine campus, the Architecture campus, and the Superior Science Institute of Social and Politics. All of them part of Lisbon University that provides student residency apartments within the parish to make the university life easier. Also, on the west side of the parish, we have the Ajuda Cemetery, the Ajuda Botanical Garden, the Great Ajuda National Palace and its gardens. From this part down is where the most of Ajuda residents lives. If you like an agitated life, full of action around you, Ajuda won't be your cup of tea. The quietness of the parish might be boring for many people. The hilly streets are a challenge for people like me, but it's not all about hills. The neighborhood is an amazing retreat for the ones looking for a calm and peaceful time, away from the noise of the tourists that characterize many parts of Lisbon. The many parks and churches are the most popular places to visit in the parish. Of course, the palace and its surroundings are also a must. Ajuda has an interesting history and much nowadays to be explored and visited. It's definitely a place to visit and enjoy when you are looking to learn more about Lisbon's history, as well as for calm moments and relaxation. After all of this, now it's time for me to get into new discoveries. Thank you for being part of this journey. Portugal is waiting when you check in.